This girl went on a date with the guy she met on Tinder, and during dinner, he simply wouldn't shut up about his doctor's appointment he had the day before. Namely, he had to see the doctor because of his massive stools he had been producing regularly because he was a vegetarian. He went on to say that they made tears in his tiny and then he had to put cream on it. If that's happening to you, I'm sorry, I feel bad. That must be super painful down there on your peach. But, you don't tell your date that, like someone you're trying to impress. Why would you tell that?
Especially when he's at his most vulnerable.
That you're having massive bowel movements and it's ripping you open. Why would you think that's a good conversation to have? So she could be like,
oh my god, same. I'm a vegetarian and I totally relate to that. My is like totally ripped open as well. Hashtag twins.
No. This one is titled Meet the Parents. Now, either they're talking about the movie with Ben Stiller, Meet the Parents, or it was a big surprise for them on the first date. Let's see. So he invited me over to his house for dinner, completely leaving out the fact that he lived with his parents, and I was actually coming to family Sunday roast with his parents and grandparents. Oh my god, so you're meeting 2 generations of people. Grandma asked me if I thought my date was the one. I didn't have the heart to tell them we just literally met. He then asked if I wanted to sleep over. No. See, if you live with your parents, no shame, take her out to a restaurant. Okay, I know maybe you're trying to save money and your mom makes good food and you want to have her over. You don't want to miss your family's roast, but you still want to go on a date. Just don't do it.
You can't have both of them. You have to pick one.
This is bad written all over it, okay? Like imagine, and the grandma would probably be like, oh, she's pretty. She's a keeper. You don't know anything about this person and you're meeting the whole family.
Yikes. That's rough.
I feel so bad. And then have a sleepover. So my parents asked if you wanted to sleep over. If it's okay, you can call your parents and ask them it's okay and get permission. We can sleep in 2 different rooms. Like, are they in grade 4? What's going on? Hey everyone, what's up? And welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay Ivan, if you didn't know. And if you do know me, then hi, welcome back. Glad to see you here again. You're looking lovely. You're looking so good today. Wow. Today, we are looking at the weirdest, scariest, creepiest Tinder horror stories on the internet. Okay, do you guys have Tinder? Have you ever used a dating app? Let me know in the comments below. With that being said, make sure you smash that like button and you subscribe to my channel. Now, let's get on with the video.
Let's go.
Netflix and KFC? May and Maverick, bro. Their names are May and Maverick. They were just meant for each other. Like, those names go together so well. May and Maverick went on one date after matching on Tinder. After their second date, May was wishing she swiped left. Oh, okay. Yikes. Bro, hold up. May? Are we talking about the same May from the bunny costume? Okay, so it says May. I'm not a furry. Oh, okay. Glad that she put that disclaimer out there. I just really love Easter. I'm highly compatible. I'll fit you like a third armpit? That makes no sense. I'll fit you like a third armpit. Shut up. Yo, imagine if it was her. That's incredible. May invited Maverick over for a movie night at her apartment. Wow. Before he came over, pun intended. Ew, I'm sorry. He said he was going to stop for food since he was hungry. I mean, that's kind of rude. I would have been like, oh, hey, we can just order something when you get here. But anyway, that's rude. He showed up with a bucket of KFC and started to get comfortable. Maverick proceeded to take off his pants, roll up his shirt to reveal his beer gut, and sit beside her on the couch. There was not a third date. Well, no kidding. This guy literally was just like, got some KFC here. I bet he had the bucket resting on his chest and was just like, oh man, I would have kicked him out. Actually, I'm too nice. I wouldn't have kicked him out. Why would you do that? This is not how you impress us.
Can you share?
Definitely not. Definitely not. Like, you got a little too comfortable. Like, this is what happens after you've been living for each other for like 3 years, not second date. Otilia Tang, a second-year graphic community. Ryerson? That's in Toronto! Hey, girl, Yay! Anyway, sorry. Okay, so this girl named Ottilia Tang, she was a student, met a guy named Jack. Clearly the names have been changed to protect the innocent, or not so innocent. Okay, so she met Jack on Tinder. He graduated from Ryerson for engineering, wow, smart boy, and had a day job as an engineer at his father's company during the week. He was also a licensed tattoo artist at a studio downtown on weekends. Wow, so he's smart and he's an artist? Wow. Tang appreciated that he was hardworking. Okay, why is there so much backstory here? Whatever. Oh, so they decided to go for bubble tea. That's great. At the alley on St. Joseph Street. I don't know that place. Nico, do you know that place? Have you ever been to the alley? St. Joseph Street. Okay, date went well, no red flags, but as they chatted about his working life, the conversation suddenly took an odd turn.
This race just took an odd turn.
Dun dun dun! He tried to subtly work into the conversation that some of his friends were cam girls. And I don't think he meant like on-camera personality for YouTube, if you know what I'm saying. The red flag, though, was that he was part of the business. Yo, this guy has like tons of hobbies. Like, you're already an engineer making bank. You don't need all these other jobs. These girls were international students, so the pay they received would be directed to his address. That's a little sketchy. He would take 10% of the girl's paycheck, claiming that he managed to pay off his car using this income. He told me all of that in a way that felt like he was trying to recruit me into being a cam girl. Oh, her friend picked her up about 20 minutes later. Amen. Amen. Good thing that she got straight out of there. This guy straight up on Tinder trying to like recruit people for his little sketchy cam girl business, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all, so I'm glad that she got the hell out of there. Is he even an engineer? I don't think so. I think that's straight up just a lie. He is a cam girl manager by day and a tattoo artist by night, if he even is a tattoo artist. This girl met a guy on Tinder, and after only 3 dates, they decided to have a fun getaway together. Okay, cute. He was well-dressed, smart, and neat. However, looks can be deceiving. It's true. Don't judge a book by its cover. On the way to their vacation destination, the guy started crying. Oh my god, confessing he had spent the last 11 years in prison! What? Imagine being in a car with someone in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden they're like,
I have something to tell you. I'm actually a criminal.
Prisoner, locked up, can't get you off my mind, off my mind. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't just like tuck and roll out of the car. I mean, you could, but it's a little dangerous.
My car! My car! Michael, my car! My car!
And then he asked if she wanted to meet his parents on the way there. Bro! No! You just told her that you're a criminal, and now you're like,
Oh, come meet my parents?
no. If you think that is as bad as it gets, you're wrong. Oh no. She continued dating the felon for 2 more months. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like,
And then he killed her.
but I'm glad that she could look past his past. As long as she wasn't being held captive in that relationship, I think that's fine. 11 years in prison, what did he do? What the heck did this guy do? The first thing I would have thought of is, oh my god, is this guy driving to then take me somewhere and kill me? I bet I would have pissed my pants in his car. I for sure would have. Thank you. Next. Went on a date with a guy. He seemed nice enough. Met up a few days later at my place to have a TV marathon. TV marathon. Okay. We had this sexy time. Oh, okay. I love how she put it as the sexy time. It had been quite a few months since I had last had the sexy time. No one cares. You didn't need to add in that additional information, but okay. Okay. It gets a little, not PG-13. He started humping my foot while doing other stuff down there. I had to tell him to stop, but he kept humping my foot, and okay, well, we can't continue reading on because this just turned into this is like 50 Shades of Grey right here. She got into explicit detail. He kept trying to meet up again, even after I said I wasn't interested. He finally got it when he messaged asking what he did wrong, and my reply was,
You humped my feet!
I shouldn't laugh. That's, questionable.
I have all the questions.
I understand people have a thing with feet, but bro, we're just gonna move on to the next one. Like, my channel is not about that, and I have young kids here, okay? I'm sorry about that. Thank you. Next. En route to the worst date ever, this guy texted me from the burrito place we were meeting at to tell me he'd already ordered me a salad. Excuse me? Oh, hell no! Do not ever order a woman's food for her, especially not a salad. Who the hell is going to a burrito place and ordering a salad?
Because I don't want salad, that's why.
I repeat.
A salad.
Exactly. At a burrito place. Oh my god, I just said that. I just said that! We're like psycho. We're like in sync. Also, was this the past? Was I not capable of placing my own food order? Anyway, after arriving with my salad ready beside his plate of tacos, he spent the next half an hour telling me about his model ex-girlfriend and how passionate their breakup sex had been last weekend. The final straw was, even after telling him I wasn't a big fan of smoking, he literally asked a stranger for cigarettes and then chain smoked them beside me. Okay, buddy. No. The red flag was ordering the girl's food for her and assuming she wanted to eat leafy greens while you enjoyed crunchy, delicious tacos.
The cheek, the nerve, the gall, the audacity, and the gumption.
The next red flag was being like,
Oh yeah, I had a model ex-girlfriend.
so your model ex-girlfriend only ate salads? Doesn't mean that this girl wants to eat salad. Plus then the girl is thinking like she's comparing herself to like,
Oh my god, was she Kate Moss? Was she Kendall Jenner?
you know what I'm saying? Makes them feel crappy. And then saying that just a weekend ago they were getting it on. Again, no.
Oh, hell no!
And then was like, oh yeah,
Oh, you're not a fan of smoking? Ah, sorry.
I'm mad at this guy. Where's this girl? I'll take her out on a date. Treat her right. I know I can treat you better than he can. Seriously, anyone can. Thank you. Next. This one is called an arresting experience. That time my Tinder date was arrested for shoplifting after we'd been walking around a night market. And I was held for questioning as a potential witness. Oh, at least you weren't like arrested also as like another suspect, like aiding in the crime.
I am not a criminal.
So like you guys were enjoying the market and he was just like,
Oh, take some of these apples. Oh, nice little keychains.
man, oh man, oh man. Maybe this was the same guy who then went to prison for 11 years. Maybe it's because he was shoplifting.
knows? Maybe he's changed.
This one is titled X-Files, and it's a little bit longer. Let's see what it is. We were sitting on his balcony having drinks when all of a sudden there's a pounding on the door. I know it's probably super bad when he shrinks into his chair and doesn't make a move to answer it. Then we hear, I know you're home, let me in, you piece of. Are you with her? Sorry, I just gave this person an accent and stuff. It makes it more interesting.
It's more entertainment.
I look at him, eyes wide open, as he sheepishly explains his ex is a bit unstable. I'm a little unsteady. And refuses to believe they've broken up. After 5 minutes, the knocking stops. Less than a minute later, the shouting starts up again. Except this time, it's coming from the fence in front of us. Then she climbs over the fence, still screaming at him, climbs up the drain pipe and over onto the balcony. Bro, is this girl the Terminator? Like, she's just doing some parkour and getting up on the balcony? I'd run. It's not worth it at this point.
Parkour!
I sit there in silence as they have a full-on fight. I go to leave, and then he yells at me, telling me to sit down because the ex would be leaving immediately. Then he shouts at the ex for upsetting me. I ended up being stuck there for an hour because they were blocking the door, and unlike her, I didn't have balcony climbing skills. Oh, that's scary. Imagine just sitting there, like, in between the two fighting, just like... I'm not gonna leave. That's horrifying. Wow, and that's the last one. Okay, guys, that's all the horror stories I'll be reacting to in today's video. If you want to see a part 2, then let me know in the comments below, and you have to smash that like button. Do it right now. Scroll down, click it. All right, guys, be safe out there, especially if you're on Tinder. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see you. Stick around for some bloopers. I did it. Oh, let me do my thumbnail right now before I forget. That'll be good enough. Okay. So sorry you had to witness that. It's cringy, I know. I remember when I lost my mind. Bro, this is probably the smoothest intro. First off, Nico, I apologize for your ears. Second, I can't believe I just said smoothest and then that happened. I just knocked over a bunch of I was gonna say, this is probably the smoothest intro that I've ever done, but I take that all back now. I think I need to make a top 10 compilation? I think I need to make a top 10 compilation of just me drinking water, because I do that in every video. Okay, I'm down for a little chicken and... damn it. I was gonna think of like what rhymes with chicken, and that does not rhyme with chicken. And had a day job as an engineer. I love how this is a Toronto one, and I didn't even mean for it to be. Yo, this god. Jack's now a god. Imagine being in the car with someone in the middle of the nowhere. Oh my god, can you use that as a oh my god, I don't know what that was. Can you use that as a transition for some of them? The thank you, next. Just like 2 of them, I think it'd be funny. The final straw was, even after telling him I wasn't being as he sheepishly. I sit there in silence as they have a full-on domestic, I'm gonna say fight.